handle a little business.
Okay, put the steak on it.
Business. Right? Listen. Caller-driven show. The number to dial is 323-230-4445.
I'm jealous.
323-230-4445. 323-230-4445.
4445.
That's ugly. Don't ever do it again. 323-230-4445 is the number to dial. That's what you got to do to get involved in today's conversation. Of course, it's a riveting topic. We cover relationship topics. And if you've never listened to this show before, high energy, comedy, humor, we're over the line. I mean, if you can tolerate the Oscars, you can definitely maybe not tolerate us. We were a bit more over the line than that. But we cover the conversations and the topics people are afraid to tackle, right? So we want you to participate. You have strict anonymity here. All Instagram and Twitter handles can be used here. We don't really have to know who you really are. You can, J-Bone from
Sacramento.
Yeah,
or
it
whatever.
doesn't matter.
You get
right?
the analogy.
Right. You get to call in. This is like a relationship confession booth without a priest. Nobody's going to judge you. Nobody's going to make you do Hail Marys or anything like that. No disrespect to Catholicism. Nobody's going to do any of that. But you get to call in and really let it ride. Now, before I get to today's topic and introducing the guests that are always on with us, you got to get my ZoWilliams app. I tell people to do this all the time. It's available on the Google Play, right, platform, as well as the Apple platform, the iStore. It's free. Doesn't cost. Download it now. It's ZoWilliams. That's ZoWilliams. There is no space between Zo and Williams. It's just ZoWilliams. Download the app. What you get in the app is everything ZoWilliams. My coaching, my book. You get push notifications when my shows are coming on the air. I'm doing 4 or 5 shows a week. There's probably going to be even more coming soon. I mean, we're doing a lot of things. If I'm doing a lecture somewhere, you'll get a notification and say, hey, Zo's about to do this lecture. By the way, April 27th, 2016, Kentucky State University. Zo's finna come in there and turn all the way up.
Ah, yes.
Good. We gonna get down. We gonna talk about some real things. And you'll see how we do it when we do this show. You'll see. So, now that you understand the rules, call in, tell the truth. If you lie, we'll know, and we're gonna clown. Now, let me introduce my crew who's in the building today. Typically, it's an all-female panel, right? Or there are more females. Because I want to get the female voice, the female perspective, what y'all really think.
Put the stack on it.
You figure deals. Now, in the building, and I'm going to tell you, she got on some yoga pants.
Shut up.
I mean, if ass could live in Pandora's box, jeez. Or if Pandora's box was transparent, that's these yoga pants on Aarona Lopez. That ass is saying, Zo, please nurture me. Please heal me of my inequity. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Aarona Lopez is in the building.
Ah, yes. You are a fool. I'm just going to stare at you with the ice grill for the next 2 hours until the show is awkward.
That's all right. Shit, I can take it.
It's all good. There ain't nothing I can really do about it. A bitch is lazy today. I did an extreme workout yesterday that has my legs on tilt, and I can barely move, so I couldn't get into jeans. I tried, but I fell over and damn near killed myself. Like, I tried, and I stumbled. So I have on the loosest fitting, easy going pants because that's what I need. How y'all doing? Chi-Town, what up?
And loose is used loosely.
Oh, it's very loose at the ankle.
Yes, but everywhere else, this shit
bell
is
bottom
like
yoga pants.
This shit is like a a jet black water balloon stretched across that ass.
Well, I mean, they made out of spandex. It ain't nothing I can really do.
Oh, it's beautiful, Lord.
Ain't nothing I can really do. Because, around here, we have ass.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Have acid. Okay, we're back now. Let's get Veronica Conway, the resident Pegasus unicorn. She's in the building. What's up, Veronica?
What's up, y'all?
Hey, Veronica.
Hello.
Listen, Veronica, you already know I'm kind of high right now after today's show.
After today's show, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we did another show. People who follow the show, please understand, I do the What morning show on Mondays at T Radio V. I just uploaded it myself. Somebody give me credit. I just uploaded it my damn self to YouTube, and I checked it. It's up. It's operating. It's got its title on it and everything. A nigga is getting proficient.
You sound like a grandfather that just learned how to operate email. This is hilarious.
I got AOL today, baby.
I clap because I want to support your movement, but you two been around 10 years. You still got a rotary phone?
Listen, I let other people. I'm just saying. I let other people fuck you with the rotary phone reference.
I was like, is he just gonna let it slide? Get on down.
I'm gonna give you a little credit right there. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? And now, normally I let other people upload the show for me.
Yes.
And the liberation of doing the shit yourself without no hiccups or hang-ups or no bullshit.
And no one is done right.
And no one is done right.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying the homie Chris didn't do a good job. He did a hell of a job. He was just doing 97 other jobs at the same time. So I was able to get this show up a mere 2 hours after the show ended. And a nigga like me, happy about his ability to overcome obstacles and so-called impediments in a nigga's life. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm proud of you. We shall overcome. March
Hallelujah.
on to your technological freedom.
I'm just saying.
Now you've seen the mountaintop. Yeah. Thine eyes have seen the glory of YouTube.
Hallelujah.
And I'm proud of you. You are perfecting your skills.
I'm just saying.
Okay, sharpen your saw. Get your Stephen Covey on.
All right, now let's get real.
Bam.
This shit right here is going to affect a lot of people. And it's just real that a lot of people are living this life. Listen, when you do the research, 1 out of every 2 marriages in America end in divorce. When you do the research, 27 to 40 million couples in America are living in a sexless marriage. When you do the research, the number one skill that's lacking in relationships are conflict resolution skills, right?
True.
When you start breaking this shit down, you're going to understand why we're doing today's topic. Because I guarantee you, by the end of this show, you're going to be looking at your significant other like, this is crackers. I thought I had Ritz. These are just, I thought I at least had Toll House. What's the name of the crackers with the elves? The butter crackers? Them buttery.
Keeblers, the Keeblers.
Them Keeblers is the real.
E.L. Fudge?
You going to be looking at your partner like, it's the 99-cent store, regular saltines. With no salt.
The Nabisco butter cookies, those on fleek.
The Nabisco
Man,
butter.
listen.
If you thought you married a Nabisco butter cookie.
Man, listen, yes.
And woke up with just a saltine with no salt on it.
Can't even put them in the milk. You dip them, he fall apart.
So sad. That's so sad.
Today's topic, relationship settlers. I need my privacy. Settlers. The good enough marriage. Can you make a relationship downgrade into the love of a lifetime? Fuck. Can you learn to love relationship mediocrity? Oh my God. That just hurt. True or false? It's a fantasy to think you'll ever achieve perfection in relationships. So in order to be happy, we must settle for someone, right? Ugh. Holding out is a gamble, right? True or false? Holding out for Mr. Right, holding out for my soulmate, my twin flame. It's a gamble that you could end up by your damn self. True or false? Chemistry, while important, is not all important, and the soulmate concept sets the bar unrealistically high. Ugh. True or false? You're in a relationship with Mr. Make Do. You just making do. You just getting through. Aw, damn. Everybody can't be with somebody extraordinary. Well, everybody is extraordinary if you factor in boredom. I'm with Mr. Extraordinarily Boring. Or Mrs. Extraordinarily Boring. True or false? The whole point of settling for Mr. Good Enough is so a woman can get married and start a family. How many times that damn biological clock was ticking so goddamn loud that you just settled for Shabba-Doo and had a baby with Shabba-Doo and the baby came out with a finger wave? I'm just wanting to know.
I'm going to wait until you're done asking questions and I'm going to say something from the guy's perspective.
I just want to know if you out there not living in relationship, but surviving a relationship. Oh, Lord. 323-230-4445. 323-230-4445. I got more. What if your relationship is predicated on travel? Every time y'all not doing something, the relationship ain't shit. The relationship is boring. That's how you know you somebody settling, because y'all don't have no real deep conversations. All y'all talk about is functionality. Where we going next? What are we achieving next? What are we doing next? Are you a settler? A relationship settler? Close the door. I need my privacy. Aarona.
C. Well, first of all, I'm going to just knock off that BS.
Settling. Shit.
First of all, I divorced the marriage I settled from. It took me 10 months to figure my life out. Now, I wasn't going to waste my years on some foolishness. Now.
On some foolishness.
Yeah, because, like, you know what? And this is real, especially since we're talking about settling. The hardest part was to do that, because it would have been easier to stay, to avoid, having to explain things to people, to avoid the I told you so's, to avoid the just everything. It's easier to stay, to appear normal and try to work it out so you can have that, that BS logic of, well, I was there for this amount of time. I bartered this amount of time, which means I did my best, instead of just going, no, I saw through what I thought I saw and I was wrong. So guess what? I'm wrong. I'm out. Most people aren't willing to be that honest and say, I was wrong. I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
But to the biological clock stuff, yes. Sometimes men want babies too. In fact, I spoke to 2 men in the last week. Whatever, though, it's because you have 3 kids. Listen, I spoke to 2 men in the last...
My dick was successful.
Okay, whatever. No, but I spoke to 2 men in the last week who are... I guess their male biological clock is ticking, because they're on some whole...
Men don't have biological
whatever.
clocks.
I don't know what to call it. They want babies, though, because they're mid-30s. And they're like, I want somebody to take care of me when I'm 75.
Are you sure they not studs?
No. I'm positive. First of all, one of them is my goddamn cousin. He gonna come and bust you in the face. He's still slang. He's still gangster disciple. My point is this:
as a stud.
What are you talking about?
Fronting like a dude.
But like he has his brother has 3 kids, and he like, dang, they all love him. They gonna love him till they die. If I die, ain't nobody gonna care. I need to get some kids, so somebody will love me. And both.
Men don't really do that.
Well, first of all,
I need kids to love me. What?
Well, because I want somebody to care about me when the cancer's eating my body at 75. That's the way one of my friends put it.
Yeah, I want somebody to suffer watching me suffer.
That's the way one of my friends put it. And then the way my cousin put it, he was like, they gonna be there for him when he get old. Like, I think they're realizing their mortality. When men realize their mortality, they're like, dang, I want somebody to care about this when I'm past 50.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
The engineer is shaking his head. He wants the same.
Veronica, come on in here. Jesus.
I think that settling is the worst possible thing, the worst possible injury that you can give yourself to another person. I think that the fire of confrontation, no matter how fiery, no matter how much truth you have to bring to the space, the power of confrontation, by definition, it transmutes everything, right? So when you tell the fucking truth to somebody and you extricate yourself and you tell the truth, then what ends up happening is that you actually end up raising your vibration enough to find the next higher vibration person. So the truth actually creates the path. But if we never have the courage to tell the truth, we never get to experience what happens when we put every fucking thing on the line.
Wow.
I agree 100%. You get on down, Veronica.
Can the fear of being alone skew your priorities and cause you to make a life with Mr/Mrs. for the moment? Right?
Oh, yeah. People do that all the time. People do that for the weekend. People don't want to be by themselves for the weekend, so they go call that person they don't really want to call, let alone be alone for the rest of their life. So, absolutely.
Has the benefits of being single caused you or someone you know to become a master of settling for whatever the moment provides? Oh, God. And that moment turned into 18 years, turned into 20 years, turned into 25 years.
I will say this, though. Sometimes it's not settling. Oh, well, in two ways. In two ways, it's not settling. Sometimes it's not settling. Sometimes it's just improper planning. Like sometimes you didn't plan on being like settling with them or being stuck with them. You just didn't think this out properly, and now you're stuck with them. Like sometimes it's that, and then sometimes it's not settling. Sometimes it's just real love. Like sometimes it's acceptance. If it's not acceptance, it's you're tolerating. And if it's tolerating, now you settled. If you tolerating anything, you're settling. But sometimes because people aren't perfect, like I know one of the things we said is since perfection is a fantasy and we have to, do we have to settle for someone to be happy? It's like, well, perfection is a fantasy. Don't even set yourself up for that. Nobody's perfect. But if you find somebody that you really gel with, really mesh with, and you love them, and you go, you know what? He goofy as hell, but I love him and I can accept that. And you know what? I'm going to smarten him up and, do all of this because I enjoy his company and the way he touched me. And the way he did.
Did y'all hear that?
Because real love gives is what I'm saying.
323-230-4445.
I'm not talking.
And shame this woman.
I'm not talking about you know what I'm saying? Like make him a project. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is...
That's what y'all do, though.
No, that's not what I'm saying, Zo.
I'm going to settle for this old beat-up jalopy.
That's not what I'm saying.
I'm going to put some rims on this nigga.
Or the bad boy. And I'll make him good now.
Yeah,
no, I'm not saying... I am not saying change anybody. Y'all missing the point.
That's what women do. You change us.
That's what women do.
We don't want to be changed.
That's what women do.
Okay, Aarona?
Yeah, right. Whatever. Anyway... I'm not talking about change anyway. What I'm saying is when you accept somebody, when you go, because everybody has a flaw. I just use goofy as one of them. Like, whatever. Maybe.
Goofy is a flaw?
I mean, to some people, yeah.
I thought goofy was kind of sexy, but okay, cool.
I mean,
Go
it's
ahead,
whatever. I'm just throwing out traits. Okay.
Just like a woman. Don't even know what she wants. Goofy sitting right here.
He is putting words in my mouth.
I have really big, goofy dick right now, but, goofy ain't cool. I understand.
Okay, we're not talking about Play-Doh penis, so we're talking about real live and in the flesh. Okay. Sit up here talking about fake Oscar Mayer wieners, like Nerf penis. You want some bullshit.
Oh, God. I mean, this is a tough subject. If you were raised... Oh, this is going to hurt. Stop the music. Stop the music. Just stop the music right now. If you were raised by quote unquote good enough parents, mediocre parents, are you doomed to the love that comes from mediocre relationships? Because that's all you know.
If you don't do any personal development, probably yes. But there's no way that you can start to be curious about the world and want to improve yourself and not want to improve your situation and your outlook. I mean, that's just life. Anything that's alive has a desire to be more and bigger than what it is.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grass does. without even thinking. Everything else that is alive wants to grow and be more.
But I'm just saying, there's some people that are not as intelligent as grass.
Well, this is my point. Even those people that are not as intelligent as grass have the desire to be more. Now, their priorities and what they want to be more in may not be all correct. Their priorities may be more Jordans, but
wow,
anything that's alive has the desire to be more and be better.
Veronica Conway?
Yeah, I think you make a really important point around the imprinting of parenting because I, for one, am really grateful that I had such a crazy, wild, dysfunctional childhood that was so painful and so toxic and so amazingly crazy that I had no choice but I could not imprint my parents because I would have lost my mind, right? It was too crazy. So because of that, I had to go on a journey to sort of deconstruct. When I turned 18, I sort of hit an existential crisis, and I said, I got to deconstruct everything that is false in my field. I didn't even know what that meant. But I got to deconstruct myself. So I think that what happens is like the frog in the pot of boiling water, right? When you're around parents that are dysfunctional and you're around extended family that's dysfunctional, and it becomes normalized. It's like having a frog in a pot of boiling water and you turn it up slow so it boils to death, right? It's like that because that becomes normalized.
Right.
And so you have to often have experiences that are great shocks to the system that will wake you up enough to change the game.
I like the way that's put.
Is
wake you up.
Settling for Mr. or Mrs. Good Enough better than waiting for the perfect soulmate?
Absolutely not.
I mean,
absolutely not.
There's no guarantee that you're going to get the perfect soulmate.
Hey, look, no risk, no reward, player. Man, listen. No, absolutely not. Settling for something that you don't want. Wait, first of all, take relationship out of it. Let's just talk stuff for 5 seconds. When you get a pair of gym shoes that you didn't really want, they some Pro Wings. They was free, but they some Pro Wings. You ain't gonna treat them as well as the ones you really want that you didn't spend your hard-earned money on.
Well, wait a minute. That first 2 weeks in them Pro Kids, you gonna step lightly. The first 2 weeks in them Pro Kids, you gonna step lightly.
Well, the first 2 weeks in anything, the first 2 weeks in marriage is always great until 2 weeks pass and you look them in the face like, wait, we doing this forever? Is this the best I can do? Wait a minute.
What if you settling for a particular person made your mama happy? And you,
she gonna die anyway. So listen, it's about me.
Damn.
Yeah, girl, say that.
Mama's on her way to fuck up out of here. I can't be dead.
I can't be living for her. What?
Here's the thing. I think we have to understand we cannot for a second underestimate the price that we pay to be in wrong relationship.
Come on, Veronica.
We think that shit is like something that you can just get in and get out of, and like you don't pay a price for that. And I'm saying men paid their version of the price and women paid their version of the price. For women especially, ladies, listen up. When you have a man that is incorrect for you and he's depositing all of his fucking crazy dysfunction into you, you are giving birth to that. It takes you so long to detoxify yourself from what he's feeding you with. You can't afford to have something that is someone or something that is operating at cross purposes with you into your body. You can't afford it.
There's a couple of things you're saying that's very powerful that I think we need to address. Yeah. Number one, cross purposes. I like that. I like the way that was worded. Sometimes she spits out so much information, you got to stop her and then tell us what cross purposes is. That's dope right there.
Purpose mates.
I like that. Purpose mates.
I wrote it down.
For example, I didn't know. The reason I say Chinese astrology is one of the most important indicators of successful relationship is I was married to my nemesis in Chinese astrology. I didn't know it. So everything, and I came to realize it wasn't his fault per se. He was an asshole, but on purpose. But in a certain way, we were designed to be arch enemies to each other. So anything that I would create, he would literally walk behind me and tear it down. Anything that I would ask him to do, he would make like a litany of excuses why not. It's like everything that we saw for the future, except our kids, we were operating. It was like a complete hijack. It's like nothing worked. It was completely off. It was always opposite. It was always undermining. It was all and I used to think I was crazy, but when I came to understand that we were nemesis and that we were actually functionally operating at cross purposes, I knew that we could never accomplish a damn thing, and all we would do was destroy each other. That's all you can do when you're operating like that, is destroy each other.
All right, so there's a couple of things I need to address really quickly. Because Veronica, she smacks you in the dome piece on your way home from Jones Beach. So let me just clear this up. She says a lot of powerful things, and I agree with her. But let me hit you with this. All of the research that I was doing on settling had to do with functionality for men and women, right? Women who get the call, the biological clock call. Now her interfacing is about an agenda and about functionality, right? Mm-hmm. You see, functionality, purpose, and not even from a passionate place, but from I want a kid, I want to be married, I want this, I want that space.
You want to check a box.
So let me just say this.
An
agenda. How different is that from everybody else? For the most part, that's the way American culture, right, conditions women to interface with men. We were sitting out here periscoping, and there was about 8 women, and they all talked about flexibility and pliability when the dude has money. Oh, I wouldn't tolerate that unless he had money. Or I wouldn't tolerate this unless he did that. And then when I said to the girl, so what, basically you're saying you're a prostitute. No, I'm not saying that. Well, what?
That's exactly what you were saying, though.
That's exactly what you...
It's just not... If you say it like that, they'll never admit it.
But so the reason why I'm bringing this whole thing up, this is the real ulterior motive behind this topic of settling. Aren't we all settling to a certain degree? Especially in relationship when we go at it from an agenda-based pursuit?
If you're going at it from an agenda-based pursuit, then yes, it's a settle. But my question to you is, settling is...
How many times have you turned down Mr. Right because he didn't have his shit together, quote unquote?
Never. Settling is...
I love it.
Settling is...
Yoga booty?
No, I'm serious. Settling is when you can have better, but you take less. True or false?
Ooh, say more. Come with it.
Settling is when you can have better, but you take less. That's settling. So when you bargain yourself off to go for less than what you deserve or less than what you're willing to contribute, because, sometimes you get with people and you ain't trying to do nothing, but you want to be attached to them so you can be attached to them. When you do that, that's settling.
Here comes contrarian.
The problem with our whole concept of settling and the way it's so thrown around all the time is people consider anything to be settling if the situation is 100% perfect. And that's the problem I have with the word settling. Because sometimes it's not settling. Sometimes it's just love. You're going to put up with somebody's shit.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And if it's for the right reasons, it's not settling. It's just being grown.
What if it's for no reason?
What do you mean? Like no reason, like this relationship don't have a purpose? Or?
I'm just saying, love is, sometimes it don't have a purpose in the moment.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's a good reason. No reason is a good reason. Because that means you're just feeling it and going with it, and it's pure.
Wow.
That's all.
We got callers, and then I'm going to come back to you, Veronica. Please write it down, because I know it's a bomb. Please.
It is.
I know it's a bomb. Listen, let's get these callers in here real quick. Listen, if you want to participate, are you settling? Are you trying to break out of a relationship where you just settled for some bullshit? I don't necessarily agree with Aarona when she says you could have better, but you settle for less.
That's what settlements are, though.
Listen, a lot of people settle for right now because what's-your-name ain't showed up yet. And they'll make do and go through the motions with right now until what's-your-name show up.
That's settling. You go to court and you can
they
get
don't
$4
necessarily
million,
have it.
but you don't want to go through all of this and you want the money right now, so you take $60,000. That's a settlement. That's how settling works.
Do me a favor, cut her mic off.
You know what? You mad I'm making sense. I'm going to sway it that way.
Let's get the callers in here. Let's go to Texas. Who is this, Bowman or Roman?
Bowman. How y'all doing?
Bowman.
Hi.
How are you, Bowman?
Hey,
welcome to the Voice of Reason.
Right.
Sound like a strapping young lad.
Women mad though.
Okay.
Speak on it, Pam.
I gotta say this: most men settle more than women, and it's because we haven't done better, or it's because we can't do better.
You better say it again, Bowman.
I was saying most men settle more than women, and it's because we can't do better or we haven't done better.
I believe that.
What I mean by that is, like, say for instance, you might not have no paper, but you with an average looking chick, right? And you're settling with her even though she's average, even though you know you could do better look wise because you looking right, but she's not looking right. Or you may not have that paper to get, one of these top notch fine females out here. So that's one of the reasons. And I think, like, personally, when it comes to some of these fine women you want to get, I think, some of these women out here need to have their whole stage that they need to go through because they just need to get out their system. If you want a really pretty girl, they need to go through all these dudes so they can get tired, and then finally you can track her down. She knows where her mind is set, and you can actually, get with her because she gets tired sometimes.
Wow.
That's just my opinion on that. And my situation, I settled because that was the best I could do from my own experience.
Do you know the power and the truth on that? Hey, man, thank you for the call, man. I don't even want to go any deeper into that. Damn. Somebody call in. Just call in right now if you're settling. If you've settled, can one find happiness? Can one grow to learn to love a situation? Grow to love a situation that they initially settled into?
No.
This brother just called in and just made my whole shit feel bad. Like, damn, man.
I think that's legit, though.
Damn, it's a lot of people out there just...
I know a dude who settled with a chick just because she cooked real well. Like, that's it. I'm dead ass serious.
That's a greedy motherfucker, right?
I'm being real.
It's not right. Sometimes it's not. It's no deeper than that.
This one of them sweat gravy type niggas, huh?
Actually, yeah, he ain't even a big dude. It was just like, yo.
But he's a foodie.
But, I mean, I guess. Like, you know what I mean?
Got like mustard flavored cologne.
Hey, listen, I ain't get all that deep into his little processes. But, apparently, the sex is good enough. Like, maybe the sex is fire. I don't know.
Little Debbie sweatsuits.
I mean, I don't know. But
one of them kind of people.
It's something he enjoys, and she cooked her ass off. He was down. Like, that was it.
I mean, she would have to cook her. I mean, her ass would literally have to fall off while she's in the kitchen.
Hey, listen, I don't know if she's SpongeBob SquarePants because her crab cakes is fire or whatever.
I don't know.
But that was his reason. Like, swear to God. That's what he wanted.
Hey, listen, this is a call to action right now. Call me right now, 323-230-4445, and tell me what you've settled for in a relationship, whether it be your current relationship or past relationships. Call us right now. I want to hear from ladies. I want to hear from men. I want to hear from couples. You can't call when you're sitting right next to him or her. Yeah, call us, 323-230-4445. Can you do it?
I can do it.
Try it.
Okay, here we go.
Come to bullshit.
I hate you. Call us now, 323
230.
Hold on, wait.
Come on. Right.
Okay. Shh. I got this.
Failure.
Call us right now, 323-230-4445.
Really really ugly. Veronica, your turn. Come on, Veronica. Veronica got it.
My turn. I can just say the last part. 44, 45.
Oh.
That sounds like a house party. I like Veronica.
No, Veronica, you got to say the whole thing, damn it.
Oh, do I really? Okay.
Yes, 323-230.
When you call us, you can call us at 323-230-4445.
Yeah.
She got it better than you, though.
No, 44, 45.
She got it way better than you.
44, 45, but I did it in the 40, 45. So,
that's getting ugly. John, could you show them? Just tutorial.
323-230-4445.
Yeah. 44, 45.
Call us.
Get on the phone lines. We're about to do our first mega mix. Well, I got a special one for you today. Julian Ramirez in the building. Let's get this mega mix off the ground. I ain't going to say who it is, but you're going to know from the first note. Here we go.
Ooh. I got a new saying for Julian, man.
Julian Ramirez.
So every time he throw on a killer mix where he be killing the new caskets, nigga. Caskets.
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 This nigga's killing people.
He's killing caskets.
DJ Mortician.
DJ Mortician. That's my new thing. Every time you spin a mega mix for now on, so caskets, nigga. Caskets.
Wow. Jesus.
Killing.
Veronica, did he kill the game?
Oh man, always. I love you, DJ Ramirez. I think you're the bomb.
DJ Ramirez is getting pushed up on a little bit by Veronica.
Man, we was in here moving and grooving.
Moving and grooving.
We were.
Cameo, and they still had hits we didn't even play. Shake your pants. I like the way you dance. Man, they had records, and then the slow records we didn't even touch. Man, Cameo was on fire back in the day. True or false? This is what we're talking about today. Settling in relationships, right? Are you in a long-term relationship? Is settling equivalent to a holding pattern? 323-230-44-45. That's the subtle way. 323-230-44-45.
That's not it. Here it is.
Here's the
323-230-44-45.
No.
Hater.
No.
That was soft, and that was the soft version.
Okay, well, shit. Make it moist.
That was
soft and wet.
Okay, this is not a Prince song.
Okay, soft and wet.
Anyway.
Okay, cool. Yeah. True or false? Regarding finding the one, there is a reasonable chance that you won't find true love, but the payoff is so much bigger than that risk of not finding. Or is it better to just have Lord good enough and not even worry about looking for the golden fleece of a relationship? 323-230-44-45.
You should always look.
Listen.
But you need, I was going to say DJ good enough.
DJ good enough?
You always need sir good enough, sir kinda enough, or whatever you want to call them, to show you what you don't want. Like, you need that contrast, though, too. Like,
but that's
everybody
just
you
like
see,
the girl outside that says she will fuck a dude, she will chill with a dude, she will kick it with a dude, she will confide in a dude, she will emotionally invest in a dude, knowing that he ain't the dude.
Men do that to women, too.
But no, we're not talking about justification. Oh, geez. Wow, tit for tat. Wow. Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Let's just come back. Let's just come back to reality here.
What else?
So, what she was saying was she'll do all of that, and all I'm saying is that the setup for looking for Mr. Right over Mr. Good enough or right for now over his shoulder while you with him exchanging all of this shit?
Oh, you talking about keeping him complacent while you make him feel like the boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, that same shit you do to us. Anyway.
Ours is different, though. We're just trying to get some pussy.
But if you stay after you got it, then now what?
We're going to get it again until we find something better.
Well, I mean, so then basically it's just the cycle of using each other.
323-230-44-45.
You're talking to a nation that's on Tinder right now.
Yeah, but the guy's never going to be like, this is my, like, introduce the girl to the parents and shit when she's just like a side bitch that he's fucking. Like,
he will not do that.
He's never gonna do that shit. Like, girls will treat the dude like a boyfriend, like all the way, use them, keep them in line,
and they'll stay there too.
And they'll stay there too. Yeah,
and
that's the difference. That's the difference.
The cold thing is,
you guys got to know better.
He is unaware that her eyes are over his shoulder. I had an older gentleman call it, she's a ladder climber. You're a placeholder, and she's a ladder climber.
I heard one guy call it the monkey bar. Oh, I love that analogy.
That's great.
East Coast comic.
Listen, we've got phone lines, and they cracking right now. Please say it, baby girl. Please, just come on in here. Come on.
I think that part of our problem in this whole scenario is that we call things not by their proper name. We have too few categories for what relating and relationship is.
Come on now.
So in other words, it wouldn't be settling if, for example, like, let's just say I come into contact with somebody that is really a lover. He's not meant to be a husband or a boyfriend. He's a lover.
You are dating a lover.
That is what he is.
He likes girls.
I don't make him a husband so that I can fit some sort of construct. I don't need to make him a boyfriend. I can actually enjoy him exactly for what he is. And the problem is we keep coming into contact with a bunch of different people. They may meet a few of our needs. No one person is ever meant to meet all of our needs. That's what the universe is for. But we keep calling things by their improper name. If we had more nuance and more distinctions for how we name things, then we'd be a lot more sane. Because we could actually interact with the thing as it is, not as we are making it.
Veronica, I love you. Do you understand? This was just a conversation that I had via text about a day ago.
You guys might be lovers.
You know what? It is what it is. I'm all in. The point is this. So
this shit is wonderful. Right?
You just gonna keep it. You don't want me to get it out. No, seriously. No, because it was that part that she's saying about people take people that have some, like a few qualities that we like, and they try to build something around it. We were having a conversation about, do you wish that you could, basically build a person like build a bear, like build
a bitch,
basically
or build a nigga.
like three chicks that's got a good 2-3 qualities a piece, and you date all of them because you want the qualities. And I'm like, I mean, you could do that, but what's the point?
She make the hot water cornbread.
But that's what I'm saying. You can do that, but what's the point? Because the problem is
a crease in my jeans.
The problem is all three of them don't have it.
She's a keeper.
So, right, between all three of them. But I'm saying they don't have it, and so you're faulty setting yourself up because you want these things that aren't coming from these people, and you're missing the great opportunity to just enjoy them for who they are. You're missing the opportunity to be present in those three different things and figure out what you like or whatever. Trying to build somebody.
That's why I've had harems of alpha males that I have to. That you know what, I got another alpha over here, and I got another alpha over here, and it's all good, and there's no loss of love, because the truth is that we are designed to have a certain experience in our relationship, and it has nothing to do with anybody else. But see, we have to have the courage to say that.
Right.
We have to have the courage to redefine things according to reality, not according to some little childish construct that fucking ends you up, like fucked up and jacked up.
I agree, 100%.
That's why your music on. You encouraging women to go out there and be harlots. Divine harlots.
What are you, 76 harlots?
Hey, listen.
Are we all going to turn into pillars of salt if we turn behind too? What are you talking about?
I was born in Chattanooga. Now, let me just finish. Harlots. Divine harlots. You go out there and you have a harem of alpha men. So you will never have to settle for the limited pocket knife this nigga got.
Until you find one that you don't have to settle with.
How you gonna have a pocket knife with only one blade? I need a multi-purpose bitch.
Once again, if it's rocking north, south, east, and west, it's rocking. You can't force it to rock. You can't make it rock. You can't cut up the part of them that's rocking and place it in somebody else like they Iron Man. It's not gonna work.
Wow. True or false? Sure. You're settling when you have to mute your sexuality / freakishness.
Yes.
In order to avoid your partner's ridicule.
You're completely settling.
Yeah.
Because I want to say that 80% of it is good sex. You understand? Like, what is the point?
Okay. You need to settle down. You got on these motherfucking tight ass.
What is the point?
Yoga pants, cutting off your circulation.
This is what I'm saying. In a intimate sexual relationship, that is supposed to be special. That's the thing that differentiates it from all of your other relationships, coworker relationships, friendships, mother, brother, blah, blah, blah. This is the person, people, or whatever you want to call it.
Wait, hold on, because it's getting sexual. DJ, could we put on some nasty music? Some sexual music?
Nasty music. This sounds like an 8th grade sock hop. Put on the nasty music.
Put on Nasty Girls.
But I'm saying, this is supposed to be the person or people, if you got a group, whatever you do, that you are being intimate with, sexual with, fun, freely. And if you can't be that, then that means you really just penning up tension, and you gonna walk around feeling like a damn pervert because you ain't letting it out nowhere. That's real.
You gonna cheat on that dude.
You gonna cheat on him. You're gonna become a pervert. I'm so real. Like, you're gonna become
or he gonna cheat on her.
Pervert.
Or he gonna cheat on her for sure.
You're gonna have these urges, and you're not gonna know what to do with yourself.
I don't want to swallow. Oh, really?
I just,
Your sister did.
I'm strong with anybody who has a high sexual drive and they don't get to exercise it or release it. You are, and they're either going to cheat on you or turn into a pervert.
All right, let's get some callers in here now.
Yeah,
We got to get some callers. I mean, they've been holding on. And then we'll come back, Veronica. I know you're going to take us to orgasmic world.
Take us to another place. Take us to... Okay,
Jesus.
that was perfect. You know what?
Let's get Ronan in here to clean up some of the chicanery that's been laid out. Ronan from Indy. Speak on it, Ronan.
He ain't going to clean it. He going to make it more messy.
What's happening, Phil?
Oh, you going to call in the show flexing, Ronan? That's how we do now?
He doing it right, too.
He's just going to come in our house just flexing. You know
44, 45.
Well,
I want to throw something.
I'm glad you guys had this show, and it's good to have everybody on here. Rana, Veronica, Zoe, everybody. I am guilty of having settled for some bookmark booty before.
Bookmark.
You know, I mean, the thing was like,
hold my place right here, bitch.
Right.
I meant to come in this other girl, but you here right now. Bookmark this booty.
Put your thumb in there.
God damn it.
You know, I mean, there's different words for it, you know, house shoe spouse, you know, platonic carpetbagger. But I mean, the thing is, like, with all that being said, it's like I had to be honest with myself. It's like when I did settle for chicks that had the libido of cold porridge, I mean, I was looking for a scapegoat for the lie I was living. So,
wow.
Ladies, do y'all listen to Ronan when he says some of this stuff? You're scaring the ladies out there, I'm telling you.
Hey, I love it, man.
I'm just being dead serious. Like, at the time, it's like I was with somebody, so like my intuition was telling me, nigga, what are you doing? She's not the chick who's on your page. I mean, she's not funny, or she's like a control freak, or she's sexually frigid. What are you doing? You're settling for less. She's not. See, the thing is, like, when you're with someone that supposedly is hypothetically the one, you can be yourself.
Right.
Fully, and make no apologies for it. You shouldn't have to make concessions or excuses why you are the way you are, because, again, like, all that does is build resentment, not just for the person you're with, but the person you're becoming.
Wow.
So, Ronan, would you agree that it's about acceptance, not tolerance?
Actually, it is
the relationship dismount.
More it is tolerance, because you allow your little pain threshold for yourself. You seem like you are glutton for punishment. Like you want to be mad at yourself, but it's more attractive to sit there and point the finger at somebody. You're the reason why I'm this, when really you should look at yourself. Like, I gave this monkey the stage to act a fool on.
So would you agree that if you find yourself in the act of tolerating, that is what settling is?
That's exactly what settling is.
And there's a difference between tolerating and accepting.
The relationship dismount breaks down the two.
Yeah, it is emotional and egoic masturbation and making you chafe. That's what it is.
I'm tapping out.
But listen, but no. You guys are talking about something that's really, 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 really important, and it goes back to agenda-based relating. Agenda-based relating is a form of tolerance because it seeks a function in order to relate. Like, we're relating for this reason. We're relating for this purpose. And let me explain something to you about real love. It doesn't have a reason or a purpose to relate.
Absolutely.
It doesn't care.
Absolutely.
You guys don't have to go nowhere. You don't have to do shit. And if you're in a relationship that's doing based, which is function based, this is where you find all of these motherfucking digital junkies who think they're really in a relationship, who think they're really relating when they're just stimulating. Just because you understand, you're looking for stimulation. That doesn't mean you're relating. That doesn't mean you're in a good relationship. But this is the time we live in. Oh, well, he stopped doing this. Well, she stopped doing that. These are agenda and function-based relationships. You're all settling, fuckers. Okay, Ronan.
I agree 110%. Yeah, because it's more like you're looking for that. You're used to being these nonsensical things of symbolism rather being the symbols of love naturally.
Wow.
That's the problem.
What about a person? Hey, Ronan, let me just say this, man. It's always a pleasure to have your crazy ass just call in. And then the motherfucking tweets. And you guys, if you're not following me, or because I retweet everything he says, he like renames the show, and it's hilarious. Every time. You gotta follow us on here, man. I'm at ZoWilliams on Twitter, and then you're gonna see Ronan. If you following me, you're gonna see Ronan. This shit's crazy. Hey, man, I appreciate you for tuning in, man. Thanks so much, brother.
Hey, much love, family.
Word up. Yeah. But let me say, and it's sad because when I look at the relationship, like what happens when you're trying to maintain this mask, right? Everybody wears a mask, right? Everybody is wearing a mask. And what happens when you use the relationship to maintain the mask? What happens when the mask you wear has more weight and importance than the person you're using to maintain it? That's settling. Ugh. Jesus Christ.
Can I tell John that he has some love on Twitter right now?
John?
44,
45.
What's going on?
Yeah, one of our regulars, Hustle, said, man, the engineer jumped over the ropes and started swinging. Where'd he come from? Talking about you kicking him knowledge in them streets.
Yeah.
I know some things.
This boy 25 years old.
He came in there like a G. I know some things. I'm from the streets.
He from New York. He got a little something on him. That's why I allow him to say what he says otherwise.
Which I appreciate.
He would be sent to the rack.
44, 45.
44, 45. 44, 45. That's what it is. You got to get to your phone lines. I see the phone lines are jumping. Let's get these guys in here right now. How are you settling? Who did you settle with? What did you do to settle? Please talk to me about it. Chicago, D-Nice, line 2.
Yo, what's up, studio?
What's
up, yo?
What's up, D-Nice?
Yo, what's good? Rhonda, what's up with that, man? You get back at me, man. What's up with that?
Get back at you for what?
He damn serious about them yoga pants.
What is we talking about?
You know what he talking about?
Okay, restate it.
You supposed to post some new shit for me, and you ain't never put the shit up. What's going on with that?
Post new what?
He talking about that fortune cookie. You know what he talking about? Snapchat.
No, he not talking about Snapchat.
Oh, okay.
What you talking about?
All right, I'm cool.
Playing around,
this is me asking for shit. I'm sorry.
No. With the topic of settling and whatnot, I think we all settle with the theory of settling down with somebody. We settle for something. I mean, nothing is 100% what we're looking for out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? I almost made the mistake of doing that myself. And a lot of times you get pressured into making these decisions when in a relationship. You don't want to lose out on something that you built up and you're afraid to start over. I mean, you have to be willing to go out on the limb for what you feel that you deserve. I mean, you can't live somebody else's fantasy, and you can't buy into it either. I mean, if you're not comfortable with how you're living as a person, you're never going to be happy. And case in point with me, once I started to realize that my godliness, as I like to put it, attracts a certain type of woman, and how magnetic that is to some women, I got out of my own way and I started doing things the right way. I stopped lying to chicks. I kept it real.
Right.
I was true to myself, and that clears up a lot of space within your mind and allows you to flow freely within these relationships that you cultivate. Me as a man, I'm still young. I'm still spry. I'm 34 years old.
This nigga said spry.
He just wanted to show us he took the SAT. Continue.
He said spry, though, for real.
Yeah, I'm all that, and I like to get out here and I like to talk to women and just to see what's on their mind. Most of these women's mind have the same recipe for what they want in a relationship. Ooh. And it's been known to fail for years. And I don't understand why they always want that same American standardized relationship with the 2 kids and a dog with the picket white fence. That doesn't work. That's not our quote unquote what do you like to call it, Zoe?
Narrative.
The narrative. That's not what we're built to live like. So me personally, I stopped settling, and I sit back and wait for what God has for me and what type of woman I attract and what I magnetize. What do you guys think about that?
Now,
Man,
I think
I
you
can
said a
smoke
lot of hot things right there, but I got a couple questions.
Hey, he hit it right there.
He hit the spot right for you? Okay, listen.
What?
That went bad
I just
fast.
said he said it. Right.
I just said he said it.
I don't have a spot.
He said he hit it right there. Anyway.
This shit is disrespectful. Jesus. You can't allow niggas in here.
One
Jesus.
for Aarona. I'm writing on an airboard. Anyway, point is this. So have you been in love before, D-Nice?
Absolutely. And it's a wonderful feeling when you're making love to somebody and you can feel that energy between the two of you.
DJ.
And
correct.
Get Key Sweat.
Veronica said
Key Sweat. Make it last forever.
No, correct. Okay, so in that situation where you remember being in love, you didn't really have to force yourself upon her, and she didn't have to force herself on you, correct?
Absolutely not. It all came naturally. And this is part of the thing that I don't buy into, where you have a lot of these memes made up for these bullshit sayings. And one of them is nothing's worth having if it's not worth fighting for. And if something's truly yours, you don't have to fight for anything.
True, because it ain't going to go nowhere.
Naturally to you.
Yeah.
Exactly. It will come naturally because you magnetize and all that stuff is brought to you naturally.
So my question is this. I agree with everything you just said. My question is this. Do you think there's a difference between settling and accepting? Because you just talked about this great love that you were in and how it felt and everything like that. She wasn't a perfect person. You're not a perfect person. But what you had was worth cultivating and worth being with each other. So whatever flaws that were existing, y'all were able to work it out. That was acceptance, right?
Well, up to a point. And I'm huge on accountability. And I can only be wrong so many times, Aarona. Until it becomes frustrating enough where I don't want to accept it anymore. So acceptance has an expiration date.
Hey, D-Nice, let me just say thank you very much for participating in the Aarona Lopez show.
You know what,
Jesus,
hater?
this shit was great. Not very often do I feel like an innocent bystander on my own shit, but this was powerful. I love it. She definitely got her air check in.
That was great.
That shit was great. Shit. Next time, let me know when I'm out sick.
Zoe come in here with one good jacket, and his confidence and ego is on tilt right now. One good jacket, and he think he the bomb.
I don't like ugly. Neither does God. Right here. Let's go.
Good question.
Question. Aarona? Veronica?
See.
True or false? This is coming from Jay Lee at Big Papa 703 on Twitter.
I love that name.
We're settling anytime we have to say his/her positives outweigh their negatives, so that's why I'm with them.
I disagree. I'm just asking. If there's no such thing as perfection in relationships, right? Then there are some things that's just going to come with it. But when it's real love, those things aren't burdens. They're just not.
Most people, listen, most people don't have real love.
That's a great distinction.
You see what I'm saying?
Distinction.
Yeah.
That's a great distinction. I think what you're saying, Ronna, is the person's shortcoming a burden?
Yes.
Isn't it a burden?
I love the nigga through alcoholism. I don't want to hear nothing y'all got to say.
And not everybody's shortcomings are a burden to you.
Exactly.
All right.
It may be a burden to somebody else, but maybe not. I hear what you're saying.
You get me, Veronica.
All right, now, so let me do this really quickly. Because I be trying to get the callers off the line. Let me just set us some rules. Shit. We cannot interview each caller after their comment. I want these people to be able to say what they need to say so I can get them in and out so more people can come in and out.
Yes, boss. I will keep my mouth shut.
Fucking BSNN correspondent over here.
One for Zoe.
Right. One for Zoe. So let's get these callers in.
BSNN.
Correspondent Aarona Lopez reporting.
That was hilarious.
Anyway, BSNN is the YouTube channel that, graciously bootlegs the show and uploads it for us. Hey, I'm not getting anything from those views, but you know what? I appreciate the fact that he's getting it out to his people. And people are listening to the show. I love it.
You can get money for those.
You want me to go jack him?
Nah.
You see the Jew in him?
Nah.
If they put ads on them.
I might be from I'm Sicilian Long Island. I'm not Jewish Long Island. There's a difference.
Oh,
No, I'm
really?
kidding.
So you're black.
It's similar.
Okay, cool.
I've been telling you I'm black.
You got the dark hair.
But
Right. Okay. Just trade in the white skin and you'll be good.
I know for a fact you can get that money though. Anytime your name's out there's people that collect that for you.
No, I'm cool, man. I like the brother. He's been supporting the show since I was on the Foxhole. I ain't got nothing but love for him. BSNN.
Okay.
Aarona Lopez is a correspondent. Okay, line 5, Miss Lips from Phoenix.
Yeah. I'm going to be quiet.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, boo.
What's happening, Pam Stress?
Hey, Miss Lips. What's up? My tongue all the way out, boy.
Talk to us about it. We talking about settling. You see it. You hear what we doing.
Man, I think a lot of motherfuckers is they not keeping their 100.
Thank you.
These females settling for dick all day. Okay? Aarona, man, let me tell you what Aarona needs. And Whitney. You know, you need a aggressive Leo. See, a Leo, I love me some Leos. A Leo will shut all that down. They'll put a hand right, choke your ass, and fuck the shit out of your ass.
I cursed out a Leo in his own house.
You will wake up feeling refreshed and rebooted. You know?
Rebooted. Your booty will be rebooted. Go ahead, finish, girl. Go in.
I'm telling you, I have, I wish I could ship some dick to this motherfucker to Arizona, because this is like a couple of dicks in Atlanta. I wish they was here. Okay? Like my blind nigga. I love that nigga. That nigga was quiet. A deaf nigga was quiet.
You had a deaf nigga and a blind.
They can't do nothing but fuck you right. They not paying attention.
Man.
They not seeing the sights.
It's just, you got to learn how to play the game. Man, I thought it was funny as fuck. My cousin was like, you fucking a deaf nigga? I was like, this nigga is so quiet. I love quiet. I don't like a nigga. I can text. The blind nigga come over, I can text and email and talk shit. The deaf nigga come over, I can just do whatever the fuck I want to do. It's just, these motherfuckers niggas talk too much. They talk too much and they too flashy. It's crazy.
Disabled dick on deck.
Dude, keep it 100 though. I don't think I would mind a blind man. It's like he got a blindfold on at all times.
Oh my God.
He ain't got nothing better to do but pay attention to me.
Look, and you can act like you don't know what hole he finna put it in, so you won't feel like a big old hole at the end.
Shit, that's hilarious.
Wow.
My Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, slow clap. That was beautiful.
Baby, that's the wrong. Oh shit. Oh. Thank you.
Miss Lips. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ain't knowing, you knowing today, goddammit. You gonna learn today, goddammit, Miss Lips.
I don't settle for shit. Shit. Fuck. I'm open-minded. I have ran into some, grimy ass niggas, but when they found out I was a little grimier than them, they was like, hold up. Which washcloth is this? Because I was giving that nigga the old face cloth.
Ooh.
You want to be grimy? Okay. You want to play the residue game? I got a residue for you. Here you go. Hit his old crusty ass face cloth. Go and wipe your face with it, though. Don't hit.
Okay. All right.
I allowed him to leave his little body wash, so you washing your dick off with another nigga body wash.
Oh my God. Miss Lips. Jesus. Okay. Thank you, Miss Lips. I appreciate you for calling in. We appreciate the real.
She should write a children's book.
No, she shouldn't, goddammit. Kids be butt naked at kindergarten. Spitting in each other's mouth. You never know. Shit. Okay. Wow. Let's get line 6. Hustle from Miami. What up, Hustle?
Yeah, Hustle.
Man.
What's happening, Pam?
How do you follow that, Hustle?
Damn. Hey, I ain't even gonna try.
Don't try to follow. Don't try it.
No, sir. So look, man. You know me, questions and answers. You feel me? So
Word.
My question is it really settling, or are you just dating your self-worth?
Are you just dating your self-worth?
Okay, I like that, Hustle.
Just
I
in
like
case
that.
you missed it, there was the boomerang right upside your dome piece.
I like that.
Damn.
Sometimes it's not settling. You just are where you are.
I think
Yeah.
for me, that's what it is all the time.
You know, sometimes people think they're more conscious.
Anytime you spend time with somebody, you felt it was worth your time.
Yep.
So every relationship, it takes some kind of sacrifice and compromise. I mean, it's two different people coming together for a common result, right? So it reminds me of something that you like to say, Zoe, which is something that, you know, rest in peace to Emma Sue told you, which is
Emma
it's okay
Sue.
to use each other as long as we don't misuse
That's right.
each other.
That's right. That's right.
That sticks with me, man.
That's right. Emma Sue wasn't no joke. She was mean, but she wasn't no joke.
Yo,
Hey, man, I appreciate that.
he just said something dope, though. He said a relationship is two people coming together for a common result, right? That's the exact definition of teamwork.
But see, let's go back. Teamwork is still function. Teamwork is still agenda driven. Let's come back, right? When you create something beautiful, right? When you create something out of love, you feel me? You don't necessarily need an agenda, right? Like sometimes the accomplishing the thing makes the relationship meaningful. But when you have love, it's the love that makes the accomplishment meaningful and not the other way around.
True.
Sometimes people are tourists.
Yes.
You see where I'm coming? They're tourists in their way, which is everything is predicated off of what they have as opposed to who they are. You got to remember what you have is a reflection of who you are.
Yes.
Right? So in relationships, people may want something that they are not yet.
True.
Or they may want something that they may never become, and then inadvertently turn around and label what they have settling. When in fact, you have exactly what you're supposed to have, which goes back to my point. In order to have what you want, you must first learn to really want what you already have.
Hey, can I jump in on that?
Yes, man. Come on. We
getting
passing
high.
this blunt. Come on.
I mean, the way I feel like you put it down, I agree with it. But at the same time, when it comes to love, you don't really need the other person anyways, because you should already come with that.
Come on, show up whole. Show up
You know
whole.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
So when it's two people, I mean, you got to think about what that leads to and what's the purpose of that in general.
Man, Hustle
I feel as though-
Hustle is bringing it in here now. Hustle, you bringing it in. You pass me the baton now. Hustle, I'm running. I'm right behind you. Pass me the baton. Pimp, I'm about to take over real quick.
Run with it, homie.
Combustible Huxtable. Let's
Now,
go.
But did you hear what he just said?
Yes.
When you don't even need the other person then. So
supposed to be so
now
full.
think of it this way.
Yes.
Anybody who thinks they're settling are broken by definition or broken by train of thought. You got a train of thought that says somebody's got to show up in your life. Show up in your life for you. Show up in your life for your happiness. When in actuality, that's a broken mentality. How many disappointed people out there, I settled or I did this, and they're unhappy because they made those choices. Well, it ain't your partner's fault that you got him because you have a belief system that magnetizes a person just like you, broken. Now you settling? No, you got exactly who you are. You got brokenness to match brokenness. That's ugly, man. Man, Hustle,
Don't
shit.
do it like that.
Come on, man.
Don't leave him like that.
Come on, Hustle. Why you walking here doing this shit, man? You already know how you and I do. Fuck.
That's what it is, man. All day. Much appreciation.
Man, I appreciate you, brother. He done brought Miami in the building. Shit. Damn it.
Thank you, Hustle.
Got the girls all warm and fuzzy and
We
shit.
love Hustle.
We love
Hustle, I'm telling you, Hustle, you would love Aarona if you seen these yoga pants today, pimp. She was on the stairs today. I know niggas was behind her, just acting like they running up the steps. They wasn't going up the steps. These niggas was just had little parade route seats, just watching. Anyway, Hustle, man, we appreciate you, brother. Let's get to line 4. Houston in the building. Joe from Houston, what's happening, Bill?
Yes, Joe.
What's going on, good people?
Hi,
yeah, man.
Hello. I'm going to say something that's real harsh. I'm just telling you now. Settling, I believe, is projection.
Huh.
You want to say you settling for them because you ain't got the balls to say you settle for yourself.
Ooh.
I like it.
Ooh.
I like it a lot.
Okay. All right. Yep.
I'm keeping it simple.
Yeah, I like it.
Hey, man, I could smoke a bag of that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Peace.
Wow, Joe just came in and said, okay, we're going to keep it short and sweet. Punch you right in the throat.
Quick jab.
Let's see how you breathe. Let's see how you breathe right there.
I'm gonna hit you in the nose.
I got one more caller, and then we're going to do our mega mix. Line 2, Chris, female, Brooklyn. What's happening, Brooklyn? Yo, son, word up, kid. What's good with it? Yeah, I mean? Yo, Miley, what's good with it, Miley? Oh, I'm sorry.
You turned into Nikki?
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's Queens.
Yeah, I don't know.
Queens, man.
I'm from England.
I know. Talib Kweli, Mos Def, Jay-Z, somebody.
Okay, Jesus. Sorry. What the fuck is the lingo here? Oh, no, go ahead, honey. Speak to us about today's topic.
So, like, 5 of your tweets were just, I was like, let me call because I can't tweet this whole thing out. It's too much. And, like, the last caller was talking about two broken people, you know, both pointing the finger about settling, who settled for who. They're both broken. I got caught in a situation. I was on the outside. I was an outsider of 2 broken people who brought a child into their finger pointing of who settled for who.
Wow.
And a guy, 12 years my senior, on baby mama number 3, right?
Jesus.
Living with the third one, with the 1-year-old, the toddler, right? He's trying to get at me. He's coming with the I'm conscious, you know, everything is yes queen, no queen, that bullshit. And I'm thinking like, okay, brother seems cool. He's always wants to meet up out of state where he lives. That was red flag number 1. Then it was always the phone calls on the way home. Get home. All right, I'll hit you later. I'm walking in the house. I'm thinking, okay, you either live with an old person or a kid. Because people normally don't just jump off the phone that quick when they get home. Come to find out, didn't even talk about one child. Had 3 children, 3 women, and blamed everything on settling for Shorty because he wanted to do what was, quote unquote, best for the child. And I'm like, so how did I even get into this equation? And everything was the excuse about settling. When I settle because I want my child to have this, that, and third. Your kid's going to grow up around miserable people. And her goal was to have a child, the third baby mom. That's how the whole situation ended up. They were both unhappy. He was a known cheater, and she just wanted a kid. And so they both stuck now. And the thing you said about people claiming that they're going to get the best that they can get out of everything, I feel like it's an opportunist mentality when people seek someone and all they're looking for is the best that they can get, not the best they can give someone. And they end up so unhappy and so miserable that once a kid comes along out of that, contentment, that they don't even, they look at the person they had the kid with as disposable at that point, their roommates or whatever. And
wow.
It's so toxic. It's super toxic. I ran for the fucking hills. I was like, don't ever talk to me again. The whole situation was, I was like, I don't even want to be friends with your fake woke ass.
Damn. And you didn't get pregnant or nothing like that, right?
She ran for the hills.
What?
Because I'm saying she dodged a bullet. Because
he didn't touch
think
me.
I'm just saying
We didn't even meet.
oh well, good. Oh, was you straight then? You girl.
It was horrible.
You straight. If you never touched,
I'm sorry, though.
Oh well, listen. All you did was have a disturbing phone conversation. You good? I thought he may have gotten a slice of the old yoni pie.
No, I laughed because he's a Leo, and what the last caller was saying about Leos, I'm glad I didn't even let him go there because I might have been messed up.
You'd have been twisted in the game. You'd have been like, please bring that Leo dick back over here.
I would have been baby mama number 4, messing around.
Damn. Bullet dodging. I like that.
What you said that was dope was the opportunist piece. That's how a lot of people end up settling. They crap out in the relationship roulette.
Well, hey, listen, baby. I think you're safe, and I'm glad you were able to dodge that bullet. And those are the type of brothers. Go ahead.
Oh, I was the one that made that tweet about settling not being an option because you can masturbate in peace when you don't settle. That was me.
Because you can masturbate in peace. Appreciate you for the call, baby girl. Call me anytime.
Thank you.
Anytime. Ooh, man. Today's topic is crazy. Should I take one more caller before we go to the Mega Mix? Because we got a special Mega Mix coming up.
Yeah, one more.
The big homie Red from Missouri, line 4. Get at us, Red. Come on, brother.
What's going on, Zoe? What's up, ladies?
What's happening, Pam?
You better get on down, Red.
You've had some brilliant callers this evening.
Yeah,
it's
man.
a great topic, by the way.
Thanks, brother.
I think we're taking settling in the wrong direction. The perception that Joe was speaking of is outward when it should actually be inward.
Mm-hmm.
So when you talk about settling, you need to settle within yourself. That way, when disturbances come up in your false self, that's when you grow as a person, as a human being. That's when you grow.
Say more.
So if you're broadcasting judgment and you're settling for someone else, exactly to what a lot of callers have said this evening is you're actually settling within yourself, and you're slowly killing yourself because your soul and your spirit are meant to grow and intertwine and come back together through turmoil and craziness. That's where growth is.
Hold on. See, this is my field. This is what I love. Did you hear what he just said?
I did.
Man. First off, people think they settling when they have to deal with the turmoil. The turmoil is the curriculum for you to evolve.
Come on now.
You settle when you run away from the conflict.
I've been saying it the whole show.
No, I'm sorry. I don't think I've heard that from you yet. But finish, Red. Jesus. Somebody usurping your shit already. Go ahead, Red. Finish your thought, brother.
You know what?
Well, Zoe, like your grandmother, my great-grandmother gave me some very wise words. I was 14 when she told me that, honey, she said that the one is out there for you, but you are not ready to wear your crown until you experience everything that you need to experience in life. So with every relationship, enjoy it and let it go when it's time to let it go.
Wow.
That's real.
That is the realest spit ever. Big Red, man, we appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much for sharing that wisdom.
Get on down, Red.
We got special callers, man. We got special people who listen to this show. Thank you so much for the call. Wow.
This is enlightening.
I'm just saying, that's the whole purpose of the show. I mean, we're going to laugh, we're going to clown, we're going to cut up, we're going to talk about yoga pants. But the reality of it is, I'm just saying, it's about helping people grow. Julian Ramirez has another mega mix on deck for us right now. You're listening to the Voice of Reason on Hot Button Radio Dash Radio. The number to dial is 323-230-4445. Wrong. 323-230-4445. 323-230-4445. That's the number to dial. That is the number to dial. Get at us right now and tell us your settling story. But before we do that, Julian Ramirez with the mega mix.
Caskets.
Man. Man, oh man, it's Shevitz. ZoWilliams, the voice of reason.
Ridiculous.
Back in the building.
Ridiculous.
The DJ Quick Mega Mix.
Caskets.
A lot of people been calling you, people called you DJ Undertaker, DJ Formaldehyde.
DJ, yep. I saw that.
Caskets.
DJ Suffocation. I mean, it's just going back. Right, he's killing.
Caskets.
He's just a murderer. Jesus.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
We didn't call him OJ.
His cousin, Richard Ramirez, the Hillside Strangler. This is Julian Ramirez. He has reformed his spirit and he kills turntables.
I'm glad you knew that.
DJ Dexter. Oh, Veronica.
Yeah.
DJ Dexter.
Yeah.
I love it, man. Listen, we're talking about settling. The reality of it is everybody's going to settle at some point in their life for something they don't want. Typically, what you don't want is equivalent or equates to what you have yet to become. And I need people to understand that. A lot of times, I'm dealing with this with my son. My son's a very talented young man. But he, like most young kids, are impatient. And they want the world right now. Mm-hmm. And I'm saying, son, you're going to get better. Right? But you have to first acknowledge that you need to. Right? You can't get better until you acknowledge that you need to. And it's good to have a high level of confidence. So one of the mantras that I constantly play back to him over and over again is, confidence is dope, but it's nothing without competence. I said, confidence without competence is just a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
And at some point, I mean, you can rise with just a hot air balloon, but it will pop. But you need competence, the skills to survive when the confidence balloon pops. Well, the same thing can be applied to intimate relationships. Competence of self. Competence of what you come into the relationship with instead of demands of what you think you deserve. Mm-hmm. I deserve better. If you don't have what you deserve, then you must work on deserving it. See, a lot of people don't understand. Veronica understands what I'm talking about when we talk about neuro-linguistic programming.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're dealing with neuro-linguistic programming, NLP,
right?
When you're dealing with that, it will tell you straight up. If you're communicating with somebody and you're getting conflict, the conflict is not their fault. It's because you have a lack of rapport with them. So if you're getting conflict as a feedback, that's a lack of rapport on your part. Now, if you have two people in a relationship experiencing conflict, then that means two people are culpable for the conflict that they're experiencing. So you take responsibility. You say what? Huh?
The most flexible communicator wins. The most flexible communicator always wins.
And winning is really about facilitating. People don't understand. Flexibility. Like the clinicians, psychologists will always say the most successful relationships have the most flexible beliefs. The most unsuccessful relationships have the most inflexible beliefs. Mm-hmm. Right? Think about how inflexible you are alone with regards to what you think you deserve in a relationship. You've never challenged your beliefs. You've never seen if they can stand up under questioning, right? You've never said, where did this belief system come from? Who taught it to me? How did I get it? Is this born out of trauma, or is this born from mama, or is it born from both?
And if you've never left your surroundings, how do you even know that your beliefs are valid?
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The process of knowing oneself is as significant to successful relationship as it is finding the person. All too often, tell me, am I lying? And then I'll get off my soapbox. Tell me, am I lying? We find the person before we've done the requisite self-work in order to make the thing happen.
True.
Spirit never turns off. So we'll be somewhere and meet them. But you're not ready for them. and they're not ready for you.
And then when they're gone, that's when you're ready for them.
How about it?
That's how it goes.
When you've taken the relationship and wiped it with your bunghole.
Exactly. I saw a comedian, and he goes, I'm in a relationship now. And he said, anybody that's in a relationship is in a relationship because the last relationship was the relationship they wanted to be in, and they made it realize that they're ready to be in a relationship.
Okay.
It sounds a little crazy.
I heard a comedian
say, over here.
No, I heard a comedian say,
No?
I'm in a relationship. We've been in a relationship for a month. But according to my girl, we've been dating for 4 years.
Wow. Wow. Veronica Conway, jump in here, baby boo.
It's funny because I feel like in a certain way everything has turned upside down in my world recently when I've found somebody who has turned on all the cylinders. And one of the things that Osho says that I think is important here is he says, we talk about the one, and we talk about the one that's really going to be that right mate. But Osho describes it as all of your chakras, which are little spinning centers in the body, right, that go up and down your column, your middle column. When those all spin in harmony with another person, then you're harmonious. You're completely harmonious. There's nothing discordant, there's nothing disruptive, it's all harmony when your chakras meet. And so what Osho said is that we rarely give ourselves the opportunity to meet that person where we can find that level of being in tune, right? And it's not something that you can choose, it's something you can only welcome. So that's all you can do is create an environment that welcomes that level of attunement.
I love it.
So it's a beautiful thing that it happens. And I think we have to be way less linear and mechanical about it and way more spiritual if we want to invoke it.
I can smoke a whole bag of that. Let's get our final caller in for the night. Chris Floyd out of La Puente.
Hi.
Yes,
What's happening, Pimp?
Oh, greasy pimp. You know what it do.
Yes, man.
Right. All right, I had a thought about settling versus flexibility. Now, you said be flexible, like people can be flexible, malleable, people can grow in relationships. But in some cases, what's the difference between settling and being flexible? Because you'll put up with some stuff, and that might come off as being flexible because you don't want to leave or lose what you have.
Great question. So,
you ready for this?
Hit me.
No, that was a great question.
Real love is in spite of, not because of. So there you go.
Mm-hmm. Real love is in spite of, not because of.
Not because of. If you're doing things because you love them, then that means you're giving them feel like. You're not giving them love. When you love them, it doesn't matter what the things are that they have. You love in spite of because you actually love them. There's no condition on it.
Veronica?
I feel you on that.
Veronica's going to answer you too. Veronica?
Please.
I think that flexibility. See, I think we have to. It's not flexibility does not mean tolerating anything. Actually, I think that we have to have the courage to stand present and really witness what somebody's doing and how they're being, and be willing to confront bullshit if it's bullshit. See, that's being responsive to the moment. I don't think I think flexibility means, can you be open enough to be flexible in your response to things? Are you willing to not step over stuff if you're used to doing it, right? It doesn't necessarily mean letting shit slide. Sometimes it means letting nothing slide as a response.
Wow.
I like that.
Wow. And then on top of that, you got to also understand context of the moment. See, sometimes, like Veronica said, the moment will not allow you to let shit slide. And you'll wind up settling when you let shit slide when the moment dictates that you do not.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Well, is settling a linear term?
Wait. Let me give you let me give you this other little piece to that too.
We want to give you the crack.
Right? The other little piece to that is this. Especially when we look at the average argument, you have two relationship lawyers. And relationship lawyers are taught and trained to win. When we talk in flexibility, now we're talking win-win instead of win-lose.
True. Peace.
So now the question becomes, do you want to be right or do you want to be in alignment with your partner? See, sometimes you can be right and still not be understood. And now you're in this circumlocution, this circular argument that's going back and forth, and resentment is building. So I always go for the win-win, and I always talk about alignment. What is it that I need to do to get it so you can see what I'm saying, or to get it to where I can clearly see what you're saying? Your point is as valid as mine is. And in no way, shape, or form am I trying to marginalize or mitigate the veracity or the truth in what you're saying. Because whether I experience your truth or not, it doesn't invalidate it as the truth.
Right.
So how can I better understand you? What am I missing? It goes back to NLP and trying to build rapport. We'll kill rapport in the pursuit of trying to be right. Now, which do you want?
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather be in alignment with my woman than trying to be right. Because I could be right and have a fucked up relationship afterwards.
100.
Does that make sense, brother?
Indeed, that's very much sense, yo. Yo, man, this is Big Dog 127, hot on your Twitter.
Word up, word up, word up, word up. Appreciate you calling in.
Indeed, I appreciate you as well. And the sisters, always, it's a pleasure.
There it is. There it is. Hey, listen, we got to bounce. This was another high octane smack you upside the dome piece on your way home from Jones Beach.
Caskets.
This was another one. It's kind of what we do. Veronica Conway, where can they find you, baby boo?
VeronicaConway.com. Also, Black Mastery is on sale for Black Mastery Month, half off. You can find that at blackmastery.com.
Listen, let me just say this right now. Go get the Black Mastery. Narrated by Iyanla Van Zant. It will undo all of the limiting negative beliefs you have going in your mind. It is retarded. It is, in fact, neurolinguistic programming designed by Veronica Conway. She just talks about it so la la la. Listen, blackmastery.com. Go there right now. Call to action. Aarona Lopez?
Yes, you can find me, Aarona Lopez, on Snapchat, or Aarona Lopez 100 on Instagram, and Aarona Diva on Twitter. Houston, I'll be out there next month, the 8th through the 13th. Get on down.
Get on down. And I'm going to say this. I am ZoWilliams.com. Order my book. And more importantly, order my coaching. I had a coaching session yesterday. It's not a walk in the park. People think they can get coached by me and be like, oh, hell. No, it's a totally different Zoe, you know, and they get a deeper level, a deeper experience. So go to my website, IamZoWilliams.com. Check out my coaching. Also buy my book, The Relationship Dismount. You can also get it on iTunes. You can also get it on Kindle. Let's keep it moving. I got love for y'all. And we'll be back Wednesday with another barn burner. The voice of reason, Hot Button Radio. Deuce.